And here they come, racing to the gates, just like they will be in a moment. We're gonna start in the outside lane wearing green, number 2. Here he is, folks, the original chauvinist pig. He has since turned himself into a well-rounded individual. Wow. And I like that he snorts at all my jokes. Oh, let's get a round of applause for Sourdough Jack. Now in that third lane, number 4 wearing red. She's named after a wild, fast, and dangerous Alaskan river, because that's how she races. Coming straight from the land of the midnight sun, how about a big cheer for Yukon? Now in that second lane, number 3 wearing yellow. This one, not the brightest crayon in the box. Just the other day, he was invited over to a barbecue. He actually showed up. There was a little bit of confusion when they invited him over for dinner. He made it out of there in one piece. He is just that quick. Let's get a whole lot of hullabaloo for Koba. All right.
Which one do you want?
And in the inside lane, number 1 wearing orange. This guy was named after a slippery Alaskan gold rush character. That fellow was a con man, so keep your eyes on the pig and your hands on your wallets once you're through putting them together for Soapy Smith. Now, we have a quick adjustment we're going to make. He is getting loose in his uniform here. Come here, Soapy. We're going to get you right. All right, Soapy, you are going without your jersey for this round. All right, on your marks, get set, go! And we're off. That weight taken off of Soapy is really giving him some speed. We have Soapy Smith in first place, so let's get a round of applause for Soapy. All right, he does not need his jersey to be number 1. And our runner-up was number 4, Yukon. You'll be seeing both of those little athletes again. We do elimination style racing here, folks. All that means is the first and second racer from the first and second race will return for our Grand Championship final race. You're going to want to stick around for that one. We'll be choosing 4 rooting section leaders to cheer on our champions. And yes, we do give prizes for that, so keep your eyes peeled for the racer you want to root for in that final race. Now I'm getting word in here on the headset. Our second round racers, they saw the first race on the monitor back there, and they are not too excited about this flat track. They're saying it's way too easy. In their words, not mine, their words here, it's a complete bore. So for this next round, we're going to kick things up a notch and add these, our custom-made Piggy High hurdles. You've seen them run, but now it's time to see them fly. But you guys don't seem too impressed. That's all right, I know what you're thinking. There's no way that these hurdles are regulation size. Well, I can assure you, folks, both of these hurdles, both the first and final, are most definitely up to the Olympic standards. They're taller than most of our athletes, so this is gonna be big. And now, while they're getting themselves sorted, a little bit about the athletes. They're all the same breed, a very special, very rare breed, the Gloucestershire Old Spots. They were developed centuries ago in Gloucester County, England. Hundreds of years after that, they made their way here to North America. But eventually the breed fell out of favor in the market, and this caused their numbers to dwindle. Eventually then they were placed on the critically endangered breed list. But thanks to the hard work of the Livestock Conservancy, of which we are proud members and breeders, those numbers have begun to rise. As of 2016, they were upgraded to threatened. We support the Livestock Conservancy, both financially and promotionally, so how about a big round of applause for the Livestock Conservancy and all the breeders for their hard work. And our athletes are about to head out from the gates, or head out to the gates. Here they come now. Wow. All right, we're gonna get started in the inside lane wearing pink. number 5. She is a crowd favorite everywhere we go. She has a very sweet name, but the moment she steps onto the track, all that sweetness disappears. Let's get loud for Strawberry! Now, in that second lane, number 8 wearing purple. You may recognize him. He comes from a time long, long ago. In a pigsty far, far away. Let's force our hands to a clap for Luke Skyporker. In that third lane, number 6 wearing blue. This guy is a bit of a celebrity. He is a 5-time grand champion racing pig. He graced last year's cover of Snort's Illustrated magazine, the swimsuit edition. He also wrote, directed, and starred in martial arts blockbusters like Pork Chop and Pork Chop 2, all the fixins. He is the most interesting pig in the world. Let's get crazy for Bob. And now in that outside lane, wearing the black bib, number 7. Not only does he race fast, he also eats fast. During our off-season, he is a champion competitive eater. Luckily for us, he races much cleaner than he eats. He is thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Let's put our hands together for Sloppy Joe! Alright, we're ready on the finish. Ready on the gates. We're going to be going on the bell this time. Listen for that ding. And we're off. And Bob is off to a strong start. He is clearing that corner. Strawberry's trying to catch him, but he cleared that hurdle, no problem. Bob is our first place winner! And our runner-up was number 5, Strawberry. We're going to let these athletes step into the locker room for a quick rest and a little bit of a drink of water. And while they're doing that, and all of you are deciding who you want to root for in that final race, we have a very special exhibition run for you. That's right, one of our athletes thinks he is so much better than all the others. All season, he has been oinking a lot of trash. I can run faster than everybody. I can hop hurdles higher than all of them. Oh, I think we know who it is, folks. Number 1, Soapy Smith. Yup, his number has gone to his head, even without the jersey. But we know Soapy does a lot more practicing than all the other little guys, and he runs fast. He almost always makes it to that final race. So we talked to Soapy before the show, and we agreed to let him come out for a solo run to strut his stuff for you on one condition. We're gonna add these, our hurdle extenders. You've seen him run, but let's see just how high Soapy Smith can fly. But you know, you guys still don't seem too impressed. Despite what Soapy's been saying, this guy is a real professional. All he wants is to come out here and wow the crowd. So you know what? I think we're gonna need to do better. I have an idea, but I want to hear it from you guys. Should we get higher? Yeah! I don't know. Should we get higher? Yeah! Of course we should. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this first extender. We're gonna bring this down to our final hurdle. That's gonna make this a double high hurdle. Is that going to be impressive enough for you? But you know what? This is so impressive, I'm a little bit worried here. Yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna need a little bit of help. You wanna help out?
Yeah.
You're here. All right, so you guys are gonna just hold on to the end of this here with both hands. All right. Yeah, hold on to that with both hands there. And what is your name? Brent? All right, Brent. All right, Brent has given us 2 hands. Let's give Brent a great big hand for helping us out. All right, we have our double high hurdle. We have Brent. All we need is that little baby pig, Soapy Smith. Here he comes now. He talks the talk. Now let's see if he can walk the walk. Oh, there he is. That was the swagger of one confident pig. He came right out of the locker room. He took one look at that double high hurdle. He didn't even blink. But we know these athlete types. They really feed off the crowd's energy. So we're going to help him out a little bit. Can we do that? I don't know if I believe you guys. Can we do that? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to build him up. When Soapy gets out from the starting gates, we'll start off with a polite little golf clap just like this. Can we practice that? Very class A. Once he hops that first hurdle, that'll turn to a regular clap. As he rounds the corner, we're going to add the cheering. And as he gets closer and closer to this double high hurdle, I need everyone as loud as they can be. And I need all of you going absolutely hog wild to help this little piggy fly over that giant hurdle. Are we ready? Soapy Smith, start your engine. Uh-oh, that does not sound good. Let's help him out with a countdown, all right? 3, 2, 1, go. 3. And he's off. And he's rounding that corner, getting ready for takeoff. And Soapy Smith, this guy just really threw me for a loop. I never should have bet him $20 he'd be getting through this today. That's what happens when you name your pig after a con man. We still love him though. One last time, let's make some noise for Soapy Smith, one smart pig. Now, it is almost time for that part of the show we have all been waiting for, the Grand Championship final race. But before we start choosing those 4 rooting section leaders, this seems like the perfect opportunity to invite you all down to the Piggy Boutique after the show. Behind the trailer under the blue tent top will be open for business with the latest and greatest in high fashion, racing pig apparel, and souvenirs of the all-Alaskan racing pigs. Not to mention, it'll be your last opportunity to get up close and personal with a real live racing pig. That's right, one of our stars will be hopping on over to the Picture Studio where you, your friends, and your family could hop in a photo with one of our stars. For only $15, we'll take that photo, print it, and put it in a nice folder. It is the perfect memory to take home from the fair. So if you want to support the All-Alaskan Racing Pigs, as well as our conservation efforts, race on over to the Piggy Boutique and Picture Studio behind the trailer after the show. Now, Curtis, I'm going to need those results. Thank you. Oh, this is very detailed. Thank you. All right, I have our 4 champions here. Now we need those 4 rooting section leaders. Throw a hand up high if you want to volunteer. All right, right here. Is it going to be number 1, Soapy Smith, number 4, Yukon, number 6, Bob, or number 5, Strawberry? And your name? Sydney. All right, Sydney. Your section is going to go from behind the starting gates there, and it is coming all the way up to where I'm standing now. Let's get a big cheer out of Sydney's section, rooting for number 5, Strawberry. That's going to be a tough act to follow. Keep those hands up. All right. Next up here, is it going to be number 1, Soapy Smith, number 4, Yukon, or number 6, Bob? All right, and your name? All right, Eli. Your section begins from where I had left off there, and it is coming all the way up to about here, all right? Well, let's get a lot of noise out of Eli's section here, rooting for number 1, Soapy Smith. All right. Next up here, is it going to be number 4, Yukon, or number 6, Bob? And your name?
Ava, get down.
Henley?
Ava, get down.
I need you to get down.
All right, Henley, your section is going to go from where I had left off here, and it is coming right into the end of the bleachers here, all right? Henley is rooting for number 6, Bob. Let's get a round of applause. All right. Yep, come on over. Is it going to be, this is a tough decision. Is it going to be number 4, Yukon, or Yukon number 4? And your name? All right, Emily, your section goes from right where we're standing here, and it goes to the finish line and beyond. Let's get a big cheer out of Emily's section, rooting for Yukon. All right, we have our 4 rooting section leaders. Now it's time to get those 4 champions out to the gates. Here they come now. I smell greatness. Remember, everybody, the louder you cheer for your athlete, the faster that little piggy is going to run. We'll start in the inside lane with number 1, Sophie Smith. Go crazy over in Eli's section. Up next, it's going to be number 5, Strawberry. Let's get a round of applause out of Sydney's section. Up next, it's going to be Bob, number 6. Go crazy over in Henley's section. And in the outside lane, we have number 4, Yukon. Let's get a hoorah out of Emily's section. All right, and again, now remember, the louder your section cheers, the higher that piggy's gonna fly. We're going on the bell again, and we're up. And Bob is off to a strong start. Him and Sophie Smith are neck and neck. And this is looking like Sophie Smith in first place. Let's give Sophie a great big cheer. And that makes Eli our grand champion pig racer. Give him a round of applause. And one last time for the stars of our show, the All-Alaskan Racing